Actually, no, let me keep that default. A little bit higher sensitivity. Summer. Normal. Alright, guys. Yeah, this game's on sale right now. This is a mostly blind playthrough. Not even gonna lie to you guys. Pin evidence. Switch clues. Okay. So, like, if I miss things, just know this is a mostly blind playthrough. I think I watched the first 2 or 3 cases, then I finished watching it because I didn't want to, because I wasn't getting into it that much, honestly. I only bought it because detective game, why not? Be honest. Okay, just press the same button. Alright. Alright guys, I need to check microphone level because I do have the AC on, it's blowing right into my microphone. First aid, getting a brick. Dude. Too high. There we go. How do I... Okay. I'll give you guys like a minute to read this. If y'all want to pause it and then read it.
Hope I never have to use it, but something tells me I will.
Key evidence. Don't know what that is.
Never trust a tourist advertisement.
Oh, that's how I switch.
At last, Mr. Charles Reed. What a pleasure to finally meet you in the flesh.
Nice to meet you.
Johannes Vanderberg, at your service. I did promise to meet you the moment you arrived.
Ah, much obliged, Mr. Vanderberg. I guess I didn't expect you to mean so literally.
Please call me Johannes. But where are my manners? Welcome to the proud city of Oakmont. Alas, now is not its finest hour, though it is its most important.
That's an eye-catching suit.
Thank you, Mr. Reed. A mere flood is no excuse for one to abandon one's style.
I take it you're a big fan of yellow.
Well, I have a particular weakness for it. Call it a personal quirk.
Reaching
Deal.
Oakmont was no easy task. Most maps I found didn't mark it, and this rickety packet ship is the only one that sailed here. Why is that?
Oakmont is no ordinary place. Its unique geographical position and the flood, a recent natural disaster, make it nigh impossible to reach. But you made it, Mr. Reed. I'm sure the tides of fate would have brought you here one way or another.
You said you know
problems.
someone who can help me with my problem. The visions have been getting worse.
Such vividness of dreams is not uncommon here in Oakmont. By chance, the man I spoke of, Robert Throgmorton, is already at the port. He has dedicated a lot of time and effort to investigate this issue. Alas, I fear he has a more pressing matter on his hands.
Tell me about this flood.
It began 6 months ago. Storms raged for several weeks, and the water has risen ever higher without receding. Now the city is cut off from the mainland. I must say I rather like it, despite the inconvenience. Atmosphere, you know?
How can I find Mr. Throgmorton?
Don't worry, you can't miss him. Throgmorton tends to stand out from the crowd.
Can you tell me a little about Mr. Throgmorton?
A remarkable creature, scion of a robust bloodline, a philanthropist, a scholar, and the patron of the famous Oakmont University. A man of great ambitions and even greater ego. Do not make him wait.
I'll need a place to lay my head while I'm here. Any recommendations?
Fear not. I've already feathered a nest for you. There's a room in your name at the Devil's Reef Hotel. Here's the key.
Sounds charming.
Don't judge a book by its cover, Mr. Reed.
How do you fill your days, Mr. Vanderberg?
I host a philosophy club for the like-minded intelligentsia, gathering seeds of thought like moths drawn to a flame.
Does Oakmont really have much of a market for philosophy these days?
There is no consciousness without pain, Mr. Reed. No better moment for clarity than times of hardship.
How
What's the
do
best
I
way
get
to get
there?
around Oakmont? I'd like to drop my things at the hotel.
Most locals go by foot, or by boat. I've got the latter sorted for you. There's one waiting outside the port.
You're too kind, Johannes. Can you steer me towards the Devil's Reef?
Take this map. I've marked the hotel and a few other key places.
Other places? Like what?
You're a private eye, yes? Well, I've highlighted the police station, city archive, newspaper, places you'll need to get to the truth. This city is insular, its ways mysterious. No one will take you by the hand, so you better know where to turn in search of a lead.
Well, that's it for now, I think. Thanks for helping me get my bearings.
No. The pleasure was mine, Mr. Reed.
Oh, before you go, how can I get in touch with you later?
Don't worry about that. I'm the kind of man who finds you.
Oh god. Okay, there's Devil Reef. Just open this support. Okay. Photo of a trophy plate. Okay. So I don't really have an objective right now. Let's to find that one guy. Here he is.
I don't care about your petty excuses. No one leaves the port until my son is found, and that is final.
Excuse me. Are you Robert Throgmorton?
I am, but not interested. Go away.
The name's Charles Reed. I'm a private investigator, just arrived from Boston. I was told you might be able to help me.
Private investigator, you say? Well, perhaps we can help each other.
If I may ask, what happened to your son?
Why do you care? What's your angle, outsider?
Well, like I said, I'm a PI. Finding people is kind of my specialty.
Is it? Well, Albert was part of a deep-sea expedition I commissioned. This useless fool over here says he found Albert washed ashore in a lifeboat. Says he was barely conscious, out of his mind, talking gibberish in some other language. But he even tried to bite him.
And you don't believe him?
Complete malarkey. I know my Albert. I raised him strong and smart, the best of his kind. It couldn't have been him. Albert's disappearance is the work of Innsmouthers. Mark my words.
I take it you're not the biggest fan of these Innsmouthers.
Those fish-faced freaks have overrun this city since the police burned Innsmouth to the ground. But now, those filthy migrants occupy half this damn city. The port, Grimhaven Bay, Salvation Harbor, the shells. They are everywhere.
So they're just refugees?
Hardly. They've taken work from the local fishermen. They stir and agitate against us, the Throgmorton family. We are the pillar of this community, not to mention that crime rates have skyrocketed. Simply speaking, they are a big stinking pile of trouble.
I've heard you're the man to speak to about visions, outbreaks of hysteria. I'm trying to get to the bottom of it myself.
Another newcomer with another problem. Yes, I know what you speak of.
Can I ask you a few questions?
How dare you? My son Albert is missing, and no one in this Innsmouth-ridden city will do a damn thing. But yes, let's talk about your dreams.
Mr. Throgmorton, let me help you. I'm rather good at tracking down missing people. I'll find Albert.
What makes you think you can do it? Oakmont is not exactly friendly to new arrivals.
Let's just say I tend to see things that others miss. And anyway, what have you got to lose? Sounds like you could use every man you can get.
Vera. You have a point, newcomer.
Sorry,
Vera?
did you just say Vera? What does that mean?
You had better get used to the Oakmont dialect, outsider. That is, if you want to fit in. It is a fascinating blend. Vera means fine. I was saying, we have a deal.
I see. Thank you. I need to know more about what happened to
Trying to
Albert.
avoid that question.
Leaving on the expedition, Albert was found on the shore in a lifeboat. This fisherman supposedly brought him to their house, and then left to call me. But when I arrived here, my son was nowhere to be seen.
Anything else?
Clearly, something suspicious occurred inside the house. I suggest you stop dawdling and go see for yourself.
Where's the house where this all happened?
For Kay's sake, I thought you were a private eye. We're standing right in front of it.
You mentioned a lifeboat. Is it still around?
Yes. Face the house, then to the left is a beach that borders a fence. You'll find it there.
As much as I'm enjoying the weather, Mr. Throgmorton, it's time for me to get started.
Alright,
Find my son, newcomer, and be quick about it.
Alright, let's go to where it started. And let's get over here. get started here on the lifeboat. Oh wait, that's not it. You should face the house, then go left. With the question. Ew, squishy.
Let's see what you find, newcomer.
Hello? Hey, can you hear me?
Oh, my head. What? Who are you? Are you police? I've already told them everything.
It's okay. I'm Charles Reed, Private Eye. Mr. Throgmorton hired me to find his son.
Oh, okay. What do you want?
I want to know what happened here. Every detail.
I don't remember much. Me, Paul, and Lewis. We were here. This is our house. Barry was outside, on his business. Then he came back carrying Throgmorton's son. He was unconscious, barely breathing. Barry left again to call Mr. Robert.
Then what?
We put the guy in Lewis's room. Then he started to make these horrible sounds and... okay, my head began to burst. And he woke up. And after that, I don't remember a thing. Just dreams. Drowned streets, a sleeping giant, a voice that called me...
That sounds familiar. Tell me about yourself.
Name's Will Hammond. I'm a fisherman. We all are. Live here together. Me, poor fella Paul, Barry, and Innsmouther Lewis Flynn. We moved here after the flood. I worked on the railroad, but the rail ain't kicking anymore, so I started fishing. It was add or starve.
Where are all the other guys?
That's Paul there on the floor. Kay be with him. Barry's outside with Mr. Throgmorton. Lucky rascal missed everything. And I have no idea where Lewis or Throgmorton's son got to. Starting to suspect the worst.
Who is this Kay you keep mentioning?
Outsiders, show some respect. Kay is our lord, our light, our love.
Sorry, I didn't know. Do you know how Paul died?
I don't know. When I pulled myself together, he was already gone. Kay have mercy on his soul.
I'll leave you to it. Take care of yourself.
Please, detective.
Okay.
Sir, tell me the truth. Could it be me? Did I kill Paul? Or Kay? Did I kill him?
I don't know yet, Will. The police will stop anyone coming in or out of here, so I suggest you just try and get some rest.
I'm afraid of what I might dream.
Alright.
Choo-choo.
Alcohol, metal scrap.
I can barely recognize the face of the poor fella. He was beaten to a pulp.
Beaten.
I'm surprised they don't have someone's portrait here. 5 cards short of a full house. Never seen knives like this before. Masterful work. Seems like Prohibition hasn't affected Oakmont too much. So, that's what an Innsmouther looks like.
Ma, Nehri, Grena, Gebhal, Nugulina.
I can barely recognize the face of the poor fella. He was beaten to a pulp. I'm surprised they don't have someone's portrait here.
My head! I still hear those voices.
Choo choo. Ahem.
Is that like a region? No.
Let's see what you find, newcomer.
Crap, I don't know what to do here. I remember watching this case. Is there anything down here worthwhile?
Don't do anything stupid, newcomer. And keep your hands where I can see them.
I've said everything I know. I've said everything I know.
Okay.
I gave you clear instructions, did I not?
We go check that life raft thing you was talking about.
Something with this helmet gives me chills. What's wrong with it?
I'll give you a second pause it so you can read it. Okay.
Where's your Oberon, huh, Titania?
Can't catch a mackerel since those Innsmouthers took over the fishing business.
You like it here, newcomer? Well, get used to it. No one leaves Oakmont nowadays.
So I missed evidence. Okay. God. Whoop. No! Did I seriously just get stuck? It's early on. No, I didn't. Okay. About to get pissed, bro. Alright, so I obviously missed.
The book is damp and damaged, but clearly well cared for.
No, there's nothing down here. This is where it happened, but...
It would take tremendous effort to move this thing, let alone tossing it over like this.
Wait a minute.
What's happening?
They ran in here.
Take this, ape face.
Someone shot him.
Yeah, run!
Okay, let's see what we have here.
Take this, ape face.
This one's first. This one's second.
Take this, ape face. Yeah, run!
When Albert Throgmorton woke up, he was not himself. He attacked the fishermen, and his hysteria spread to them. When he got wounded, he fled.
Alright. Okay. Key evidence.
Yeah.
Guests. Alright. Okay, I think I missed something up over on my boat. Oh yeah, I missed this. Is there everything for in here?
Never trust a tourist advertisement.
I think it's everything. Okay, so I guess I tell this guy what happened.
Mr. Throgmorton, I found this in the lifeboat. Looks like it's your son's will.
Give it to me. Oh, my boy, what did you get yourself into? If only I hadn't sent you on that cursed expedition.
Bye.
So, what do I do now?
Let's see what you find, newcomer.
There was a fierce fight here, but someone tried to flee.
Follow blood? Tell me to activate this.
I gave you clear instructions, did I not?
Whoops. Alright, wait, this one's taking a little bit. Okay. How's this thing? Oh, here, wait, guys. I'll go get my phone here in a second.
So the fisherman pursued Albert, even let off a few shots.
Where do you run? Oh, this way. Looks like you ran up here. Oh, there we go. Alcohol. Didn't run upstairs, but I'm still gonna check. I know where he ran. Still gonna check around, y'all. Oh. Alright, let me go grab my phone, actually, so I can read y'all's chats. I'll be right back. Okay guys, I'm back and I'm loading chat up. It's gonna take a second, so yeah. Yeah, I still can't read chat, bro. What is this? Nobody's watching, I'll watch. Bubby Squad, hello. This is The Sinking City. It is a detective game / horror game, you can consider it. So
there's something.
Alright, I'll give you a second. Like, I've never heard of the Bubby Squad, not gonna lie.
Far.
Okay, I think this is like where the first gunfight happens.
The door won't budge.
Alright, let me try this. Ooh. Anything I can loot, or is it just looking at this guy? Yeah, it's just
One
looking at
fatal
this guy.
round through the forehead. That's no accident. This was deliberate.
What the? I have bad accuracy. Woo! This game has no auto aim, so yeah. Is there a way I can just hit this dude? There's no auto aim in this game. Okay. Bubby OG? No, I don't know. Hours murdered. Lewis, no. Barrow, no. He's still getting anything of that. Oh. Lewis may have wanted him dead. Lewis may be at the bar. Yo, why can't I melee this thing, dude? What is that thing? Leave me alone. Yo, what's up, Winter? How would you explain what this looks like? He told me... What? Which Borderlands? I own all of them. He could be from any Borderlands. No. This was accidental. Ow, get off me, you fucking squid. Okay, thank you. Well, that's making me wasted. Make it like really early on. How do I use this? Oh, there. God. Okay, so you might be at the bar. Borderlands 2? I don't know, because I have multiple friends who play that game, and I only play with like a select group. I might have played with them one time.
Mr. Throgmorton, I'm afraid I have bad news.
No.
Yeah, I found your son in the basement of a nearby warehouse. I'm sorry, but he was murdered. Shot in the head and the body hidden.
No. It cannot be true. No, no, no. I don't believe it. No.
My condolences, Mr. Throgmorton. I had hoped for a happier outcome.
Your condolences will not bring him back. So much of our blood spilt for nothing. So much effort in vain. My
What's up, Winter?
poor Albert. Tell me you know who did it.
Bubby, I'm not
I
for sure.
want to look him in the eyes. Make him beg for mercy.
I don't know exactly. I have some suspects, but I need
BW,
to investigate
okay.
further.
What kind of...
A thorough one. When I find him, I'll tell you.
Fine. No one leaves the port until then. Find me that dirtbag and I'll help you with anything you need.
Alright. That's fair. Now, I definitely didn't get all the evidence in this game so far. Oh wait, that's wrong way. Where the fuck is the bar? It's the port. All evidence collected. Where's the bar? Thinking this is it. I'm gonna assume this is bar, dude. Play detective games? Usually. With auto aim turned off? Definitely. God, but I am on keyboard and mouse right now, so and I'm still not used to keyboard and mouse.
The port is closed by order of Robert
Okay, not there. Never mind, right here. Let me take that off. There we go.
Welcome to Under the Kill. What do you want?
I'm looking for a man by the name of Lewis Flynn. Any chance he's here?
Yeah. Even if I knew, I don't rat to newcomers.
Robert Throgmorton hired me to investigate his son's disappearance. I found the note about your debt to Lewis near his cold, dead body. And it looks like Lewis murdered Robert's kid. You want him to come here and ask instead of me?
What?
Don't what me. At best, you're harboring a criminal. At worst, you're an accessory to murder.
What? No. I ain't done nothing.
Tell that to Mr. Throgmorton.
No. No. Throck. Lewis is upstairs.
Pretty sure grok means
Here's the
fuck.
key.
Smart man. There's your good deed for the day. Bye.
Hey, where you at, dum-dum? Gotta work with you.
Hey, who are you? What are you doing?
Charles Reed, private investigator. Mr. Throgmorton hired me to find his son Albert, so I think you know why I'm here.
Ugh. That darn bartender. It was all that crazy ape's fault. You hear me?
Calm down.
If I can, I'm just gonna accept
Only
the
wanna
bribe
speak
until
for
anyway.
now. But no, if you reach for your gun, you'll hit the floor faster than you can say poetic justice.
I got nothing to hide.
Start
it
at the
all happen?
beginning. What happened?
We were in our house, me, Paul, and Will. Barry'd gone to the sea. Though I told him that it would only bring bad luck. If he'd listened to me, we'd all still be alive.
Come on, Lewis. Focus.
Right. Well, Barry dragged that damn ape to our house. He was bragging about how much Mr. Throgmorton would give us for saving his son. But that ape, he was out cold. Then woke in an instant and started screaming, attacking us. After that, can't remember a thing.
You shot to kill. No warning, no second chances. You pursued Albert even after he fled. Why?
I can't remember it. When he woke, it was like a bloody mist descended over me. First thing I recall after is that darn warehouse and me covered in blood. I had no idea what happened, though. I suspected it had something to do with that ape. Turns out, I was right.
The things you did to Albert don't look like a bloody rage. A fatal shot to the head, a hidden body. One might start to wonder if it was deliberate.
Well, I don't know what to say. I wasn't myself.
I hear there's a bit of a feud between the Innsmouthers and the Throgmortons. Care to fill me in?
Those apes hated us from the moment we arrived in Oakmont. Our home was destroyed. We just needed a place to stay. The Blackwood Grand family sheltered us, but others were not as hospitable. We needed jobs, food, and medicine. The city denied it all.
And so?
We had to fight for every crumb of bread. And those Throgmortons in their high castle only made our life harder, always conspiring behind our backs, always setting people against us. I'd love to see them suffer like we suffered.
You mentioned a grand family. What do you mean?
So you're a newcomer, huh? Explains a lot.
Yeah, a newcomer with a gun. Answer the question.
Okay. People here are crazy about bloodlines and tradition and reputation. They had Innsmouthers through the Marsh family.
And let me guess, the Throgmortons.
Right. Those filthy apes. Now that most of the Blackwoods are gone, there's nobody left to protect us Innsmouthers.
I think I've got all I need.
Please, Mr. Reed, don't tell Throgmorton about me. I know I'm in no position to ask. I didn't want to do whatever it is I did. Honest, have mercy, please. I have a family. Without me, they'll starve.
This is not exactly cut and dry. I need some time to think.
Perhaps I can offer something to grease your grinds. I still have a few bullets on me.
It turns out I arrived here unprepared for business. You give me a little something to get started, and my lips are sealed.
I'm gonna tell
I knew
him.
you'd understand. Here you are, Mr. Reed.
Evidence collected. Four bullets, dude. Nice.
Just as I suspected, the Innsmouther Lewis is responsible for your son's murder. He's hiding at the local bar. Just ask the bartender. Seems like he had a bone to pick with your family and took it out on Albert.
Oh, that scum won't be getting off easy. The whole city shall see what happens when you cross the Throgmortons. Justice, bittersweet as it is, shall be served. It's rare for a newcomer to make himself so useful. Thank you.
Mr. Throgmorton, I hate to press you, but do you think you could help me now?
Yes, you've earned it. Kay, to think a newcomer barely off the boat solves a crime the police couldn't, but I digress. Remind me, what brought you to Oakmont?
I think I'm going mad, Mr. Throgmorton. I see things, visions, and I needed to stop. I was drawn here, or guided, or I don't know. But I believe the source of this madness is here, in Oakmont.
You're not wrong, Mr. Reed. An inexplicable hysteria spread through Oakmont after the flood. I funded an expedition to explore recent geological activity that may be responsible.
Do these cases of hysteria involve shared visions as well?
Since the flood, many Oakmonters have had similar nightmares. Indeed, Professor Doe, the expedition leader, complained of them herself.
Waterlogged ruins with unnatural architecture, a sleeping giant, drowned streets, and a voice calling from the depths.
Her words exactly. She proposed the expedition, desperately wanting to find the cause.
A geological expedition? I'm not sure I follow.
I have reason to believe the flood and this madness have the same source. As above, so below. So I sent men to find out.
You mentioned the flood. You think it's more than just a natural disaster.
You weren't here, Mr. Reed. What happened defied scientific explanation.
Has your expedition found anything?
I do not know. Albert was part of it. His passing cannot be coincidence. Why was he alone at the port? And where are the others?
You think your son was killed because the expedition uncovered something?
Is it so hard to believe? I had no news for a week, then Albert, the only one I could trust, comes ashore and is killed.
It does sound suspicious.
Mr. Reed, I want you to find out what's going on. I expect you're as interested in the expedition's results as I am.
What about my expenses?
They will be reimbursed after you complete your task. And of course, you've earned some compensation for your work here at the port. I'll also include a fair advance in bullets.
Bullets?
The dollar lost its use here, Mr. Reed. After the flood, Oakmont returned to bartering. Bullets mean more than bills.
If I'm going to look into this, I'll need to know more. Where should I start?
I'll give you the address of the expedition's headquarters and a key.
That's all you can tell me?
Let me be clear, Reed. You do not speak to me like that again.
I'm sorry, Mr. Throgmorton. I just meant the more I know, the better.
I am a busy man. I funded the research, but left all preparations to Professor Doe and Albert. When you've finished, come see me at the Throgmorton family manor. It's in Old Grove. Here, I'll show you.
Oh my god. Revolver, cartridges, God.
I gave you clear instructions.
Okay.
Did I?
Wait, what? Skills? Extra clip and natural recovery. let's see. Ashton Road, Hubert Avenue. Asher Road, Human Avenue. Asher Road, Human Avenue. Asher Road, Human Avenue. Ashton Road. Okay, so it's like somewhere around here. Oh, it's raining outside, y'all. Oh, this is one of those trippy moments. Okay. As you guys can tell, this is a really trippy game. This is not a game you want to play while you're high. So. Hey, Susan at YouTube? What's it like working at YouTube? Susan?
Never again, they say.
Oh. I want this. I can get all these except for this one. I don't know how much I like the bag, so I'm gonna do the unburdened newcomer. Oh, diary part 1. No, okay. Thing in the bathroom. Okay, that was nice. Oh yeah, I almost missed this.
Crew of the Cyclops. Semper Fortis, brothers.
Heck, dude. Let it go in a room. Oh! Well. Shell casings, metal scrap, coil spring. Wait, this door wasn't opening before. Oh yes, .38 pistol rounds. Yeah, I don't know.
Makes this place feel more
game.
like home. I miss Boston already.
Wait, is this door? Wait, might be only doors like this.
The door. Or won't bud.
Keep it down. Try going upstairs. Isn't technically what I'm doing illegal? More alcohol. I think it's only these doors. What the? I hate my life. How do I just reload? Okay. This is different each time. I swear to God. Lord help me, for I have accidentally shot a few bullets. Just keep making it. Actually, no, let me get my gun out. Ready.
Finally, you're awake. Gotta tell you though, mister. You want to stay on here, you stop making all that noise.
Noise? What noise are you talking about?
I expect my guests to be respectable. Moans, chanting, all that kind of thing. It stops, all right?
Got any proof it was me? It could have been one of my neighbors. I slept like a rock. I didn't hear a thing.
That's exactly what a newcomer would say. Your neighbors are respectable people and would never do such a thing. Don't think your yellow-clad patron means you get away with everything.
You're not exactly friendly with your guests. Are we the ones keeping you in business?
All these newcomers after the flood, they're stark raving mad.
What do you mean?
You can't imagine the crazy notes and books I find after they move out. Only thing they're good for is lighting the kitchen stove.
Can I have a look?
I knew it. I tell you, no one sane would be interested. And you want to take a look? Well, fine, fine. Take what you wish.
Don't mind me, man. I'm just looting your place. 2 shell casings? Bro. Can I loot anything over there? No, I did. What the fuck? I'm gonna go by the bow. probably go to Asher Road. I need to go straight, and then I need to take a left. God, it's inverted. This far enough? No, might as well just keep going. Turn left.
What's your problem?
Either this building or somewhere over here. Oh, looks like here.
Guess I don't need the key.
What the? Oh, God. My God, he just scared the frick out of me. What is this? Fuck, bro. Trying to...
Guess this helmet's beyond repair.
Bro. Starting to learn a bit about this game.
Are a few damp papers all that's left of the expedition? Someone smashed it beyond repair.
fatah me fe I regach I Dagon.
Burn it all. Make sure you get the adverts.
We don't have time to pick it. Stand back.
Grab the papers. Smash the rest.
Time to figure this out.
That was definitely one.
We don't have time to pick it. Stand back.
Grab the papers. Smash the rest.
I fatah me fe I.
Burn it all. Make sure you get the adverts.
Several men broke into the expedition headquarters. What they didn't smash, they burned. The archives, even the newspapers. Are a few damp papers all that's left of the expedition? Can't say I ever saw another shell like it.
What the? Okay, I got the key evidence, but not all evidence. Okay, so I'm back. Maybe. I don't think I checked this set office. Yeah, I did. Haven Bay. News. Yeah, I'm really gonna get the newspaper and get off, y'all. R2 to run? That's a little weird.
The old papers are by the door. Take them and stop bothering me already.
I think you've got me confused with someone else.
Aren't you a newcomer?
Help me out here. What's the connection between newcomers and old newspapers?
It's cold sleeping in the street, and they come to collect the old newspapers for warmth.
Yeah, I guess I am a newcomer. Charles Reed, private investigator. And I also need your old newspapers, the archive, to be exact.
Ah, so you're the one who cracked the Albert Throgmorton murder case. Nice work. I'm Helen Bland. Say, can you do me a favor? Give me an exclusive interview. You won't regret it. The Oakmont Chronicle is the best newspaper for miles around.
All right, I'll be sure to make some time for you, Miss Bland. Do you still want that interview?
Oh, absolutely. We know that you're the private eye who solved the case, but tell our reader something more about yourself.
I'm a former Navy diver. Served on the USS Cyclops, and after the war, I found myself in Boston. I've been a private eye ever since.
Oh, a brave sailor. Well, I imagine you'll get accustomed to local life easily. We have plenty of water around here. Maybe we'll have the chance to work together later. Who knows? And now the big question. Why are you here? What brought you to Oakmont?
Currently, I'm tracking down the source of the psychic phenomenon that's been causing madness and visions all across the country.
Ah, yes. It affected people here, but we were much more concerned with the flood. Though Robert Throgmorton sent an expedition.
Yeah, and then hired me to find it. Ironic, don't you think?
I think that's enough for now. I can't give the readers too much all at once. Thank you for your interview, Mr. Reed.
My pleasure. Maybe I'll do something interesting enough to make the papers again. You never know. See you later.
Shit, old papers by the door. newspapers to archive his loss, but I still have a loose follow-up on the sell at the city on the fair from district, Green Bay, section, article, people, officials. So it is that. I don't think. Ads. The freighter in the opening article. It might be some freighter. Okay. Okay. Definitely was this. Grove. Okay, I'm gonna actually look up burn newspapers section. Okay, this is the second case in game and I'm already having trouble. Okay, so I am at the right place, but what am I supposed to do? After the flood, advertisement, and there's obviously gonna be Bay. After flood. So now if I go to my casebook, which Pier 3, so Pier 3 would be this one, so let me place a mark. And then let me remove this.
Extra. All the news that's fit to print. Buy a paper, mister?
Fuck. There's a way past. No, there is not. Now, without TPing, okay. Actually, there's like a boat like right over there. I could probably swim that, but I'm gonna go around. So we're going around, my boat should be here. Or a boat should be here. And I just want to go true south. Pretty sure, yeah, just go south. Actually, no, I need to go left, right. Okay. This way. Next turn, I need to turn. Then I need to go Whisper Stream, and then I need to get another right. Right after going down this road. This I'll figure out a way to go faster. This should be the last bit right here. So then I just want to go straight to Pier 3.
Look for your sins.
Alright, right here. Okay. Okay, it's just pretty much straight past this building. Thought I was here before.
Oh! Thank Kay. At last. Hey, help. Help.
What's going on?
Sea creatures. Swarmed over the piers. I hid here, but these walls won't stand up to them. Please help me.
What creatures? What are you talking about?
Wild beasts. They came to feast on the blood. They're eating the dead.
I'm looking for Captain Sanders. Is he here in the port? Did the creatures get him?
I saw Sanders. Help me. I'll tell you what I know.
Fucking hate these things, bro. I actually dodged these crap, dude. They dodged all of my bullets. Why I hate these guys. Can't hit these guys now. my god, I can. Bro. Hate these things.
I've dealt with the creatures. Now, tell me about Sanders.
He got back several hours ago. Those things, they came because of him.
What happened on the Titania?
It was horrible. A damn massacre. I heard the shots. I went out. I saw the whole thing. Sailors bleeding, dying. Blood hit the water, and then, well, then the wild beasts came to feast.
I gotta find Sanders. Where is he?
Saw him get away. Just after the shooting. Ran for the pier. Didn't see where he went after that.
Did you see?
Yo, now I know I can melee. God. Why doesn't it ever tell you that crap?
They emptied every chamber. Still stinks of burnt powder. Shot dead. Point blank. The monster sure didn't leave beyond. Gotta be out of your head to do this to a man. Gotta be out of your head to do this to a man. They were in high spirits. Plenty of them were drinking. Cape Cod. There were marks here, but they've been erased. This would be a weird...
God, I think I'm starting to go insane. I want to climb, okay. Okay, blues and circular.
No more drink. All we've seen. And you telling me we ain't allowed rum? To the mayor with you! Die! Die! You can't take me! Eat this!
Let's get a handle on what actually happened here.
So they weren't drinking. Yes. No one was drinking except for one of them.
No more drink. All
Then
we've
a
seen.
fight broke out.
And you telling me we ain't allowed rum? To the mayor with you! Die! Die! You can't take me! Eat this!
For whatever reason, the crew went berserk. Only one man got away.
Pier 3, all evidence is collected. Alright. Let me look at my casebook. So, he wounded a sailor. So, he'd be run to a doctor's office, right? Some kind of doctor?
The mayor's cursed these days.
Go to the bar real quick. I have no rounds. So I can strike up a deal.
The door won't budge.
So, pin that. Where would someone go for medical aid?
You're the man who handled the problems in the port. Seem like a sharp sleuth. Want to make something on the side?
You pay, I work. What's the job?
Ah, a fellow businessman. I'm Vincent, but you can call me Vince. First task is to find the ship's log for the Pride.
Charles Reed. A few questions, if I may.
Sure.
What can you tell me about the Pride? I'm gonna need somewhere to start.
Mostly rumors. The captain was an exemplary patriot. Always had a flag with him. His last shipment may have been chemicals in metal barrels.
It could be resting on the seabed 1,000 miles away. What makes you think it can be found?
I wouldn't waste my money on you unless I had hope. Local drunkards say they saw the barge on the sunken road near the fish market.
Good. I'll check the place and bring you the Pride's ship log if it's still there. Why are you looking for a ship log?
Maybe I'll tell you when the job is done.
Bounty at sea. Where would he go for medical aid? I don't see anything, really. Here, maybe. I just came here looking for a soldier, bro. Pansy. This isn't even related to any in my case. Looking for loot and anything. Nothing. There's no point to coming in here. At least not yet, anyway. I don't know where this guy would have gone. Hospital. How would I get there? So I need to go find a boat first of all. I ain't gonna think it straight. Fuck. Down through here, be a boat. Just straight, pretty much. Be like left into this. Oh, sir. Okay, straight in this next left. It's getting really hard to see.
patient, a chronic headache sufferer. Fascinating. By coincidence, I was studying Helminth and their role in illness before the flood. Did you know that all of us are infected by Helminth? Your headaches could indicate that they have infested your brain.
That's news to me, Doc. Sounds serious.
May I suggest you become a subject in my experimental medical program?
Sure.
Experimental medicine. Well, I guess it can't be any worse than the asylum in Boston. Count me in.
I'm delighted to hear that, Mr.
Reed. Charles Reed.
Mr. Reed, take these pills with some water. They're a potent measure against parasites. Contact me when you feel improvement.
What the hell did you give me, Doc?
Is something wrong? You seem perfectly healthy to me.
Your medicine blinded me. And then it gave me these visions. Worse than a blow to the head. What are you trying to pull?
Intriguing. These side effects are a new development. I'll have to run some more tests. Let me know if anything else happens, won't you?
I'm looking for a man. Just checked in. Cut up pretty bad.
I've got a trauma unit full of patients like that, sir.
Okay, this might ring a bell. My guy has a deep axe wound in his shoulder.
Sir, I really don't have time for rifling through paperwork. But you're welcome to take a look at our archives if it means that much to you.
It looks like hard work in these
Well, yes, actually. But it may result in close contact with the Wiles. Is that going to be a problem?
I'm prepared to face men and beasts alike.
Ah, I can see it in your eyes. Well, I have taken it upon myself to study the wild beasts, but need more data to confirm two of my hypotheses. One concerns the multi-handed creatures, and the other the vomiting humanoids.
Those hideous wretches seem almost human. But what could turn one into such a monstrosity?
Never
Jim
seen
Bells,
these before.
a patient of mine, was admitted to hospital with symptoms resembling cholera, but he turned into one of those things. Incredible. Here's the address. Find out what happened.
What have you found out about the multi-handed beasts?
One of my patients saw them in his nightmares before the flood. I can't visit him, but he must know something. Here's his address.
Bye.
I'm immediately using this. God. Yeah, this is lootable. I'm tired of showcasing. Gunpowder. For any health kits, dude. So, patience. Surgery. Ham Bay. Maybe not surgery. Maybe he has nothing. Okay. Let's rather fight the third pier. Guess what I got first time was right. Peter Crowley, M29, Oklahoma. So I'm looking for.
What happened to you, mister?
Pete. Explosion. Fishing with dynamite. Hurts talking.
Fishing with dynamite, huh? You sure it wasn't from a fight in port? Maybe on a ship?
I'm sure. Oh, please, leave.
Bye.
Oh, my stomach. I ain't never eaten leeches ever again, no sir.
Scratch me. Please, please, just here. This itching is driving me insane.
Yeesh. What happened to your shoulder?
Some psycho in a bar brawl. Gun came out, he clipped me good in the shoulder. Something I can help you with?
I'm just looking for someone. Captain Sanders.
Captain Sanders? Never heard of him. I'm Joseph Willow. You should probably look somewhere else.
That's funny. The records say you were admitted for an axe wound, just like a certain Captain Sanders got in the port massacre. Spill.
Oh, to the depths with it. Who sent you?
I'm asking the questions here, pal.
Yeah, well, first tell me who you are.
Charles Reed, Private Eye. Throgmorton wants to know what happened to his lost expedition.
So Throgmorton came looking at last. I knew someone like you would find me sooner or later.
I think it'd be an understatement to say your expedition met with disaster.
There are things that should never be found, Mr. Reed. I only wish I'd known that then. Maybe they'd still be alive. The scientists, my crew. None of them deserved what happened to them.
Did you know Albert Throgmorton made it to shore?
Albert survived? Is he here?
No. He didn't make it. He's dead as the rest. Murdered in the port. But what about the others?
I don't know. My crew left them down there, underwater. I ordered a rescue attempt, but they threatened mutiny.
You've got a good reason for leaving the expedition to die, right?
You weren't there. Day after day on that ship, it was a horror, Mr. Reed. We saw things. Not one of us dared sleep. It was an expedition into cursed waters, mark my words.
Tell me what happened on the last dive.
We had a system. The divers go down, then come up at a prearranged time. But not one surfaced that day. In the end, I sent a team to check. They returned with Albert, but all were half mad with fear.
I was on the Titania before I came here. It seems you were all hitting the bottle pretty hard. Why?
To stop them from rioting. To save them from despair. After those dives, anyone would turn to drink.
So, the diving did a number on your crew. But what happened in the port?
I don't know. They were calm until we docked, and then they lost it. And many good men lost their lives.
What were you looking for underwater?
The cause of all this. The stones, the flood, the monsters. The scientists found cracks on the seabed. They were working on some theory of how it connected to the madness.
The ocean floor splits open and that means hysteria on land. Really?
We spent days over the cracks. We heard things. Saw things looking back at us.
Could you take me out to where the last dive took place?
No. You can't follow them, Mr. Reed. It's suicide. Worse than suicide.
I'm a Navy diver, Captain. And with all due respect, I'm not afraid of boogeymen.
I don't care. I'm not taking you there. And besides, you'll never follow them without proper equipment.
Do you know where I can get a good diving suit?
My men got theirs from a local factory. If you're that bullheaded, I'll write down the address.
Where's the logbook from the Titania?
Well, I had it with me, but I was all out of it by the time I got here. I remember the surgery ward. When I came round, my things were gone.
Get better soon.
Yeah. I guess. See you on the next episode. If I can figure out how to save. There we go.